And there are even stories that a special facility at Area 51 once held a survivor of the 1953 Kingman UFO crash. An alien entity.
Houston, we've had a problem.
Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to talk about two stories today, but in fact, I'm going to save the second story for much later on in a separate video. But we are talking about Unknown 9, The Awakening, a video game that is tainted with Sweet Baby Inc. DNA all over it and is destined to fail when it gets released on the 17th of August 2024. All I've got to say for Reflector Entertainment, the people behind that particular game, you might want to say au revoir and start looking for a brand new job. And this, by the way, is not product placement. I just happen to like drinking Coke as opposed to snorting it.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
So, although this article is from September the 18th of this year, Sweet Baby Inc. Infected Unknown 9 Awakening reportedly has the worst pre-orders and atrocious wish lists on Steam. Now, if you're wondering who the actress is, it's Anya Chalotra, who was your skinny Yennefer from the Witcher Netflix series. And I've said it once, and I've said it again. She's a fairly attractive looking lady, not what I would go for in the streets.
Hey, where are the white women at?
But of course, she doesn't deserve this kind of backlash, and she won't get it. She's an actress just doing her job for a video game she had no idea would actually turn out so bad. I mean, if she's got nieces and nephews, they'll probably be very proud of their very diverse auntie in a video game. But Reflector Entertainment and Bandai Namco, who should know better at this stage, have released this game. I'll put some footage of that while I'm talking about this.
New IP fans rejoice.
But if you look at the end credits, and thanks to That Part Place, they confirm this, David Bedard, one of the co-founders of Sweet Baby Inc. in 2018, is credited in the actual game, which is rather funny. What they said is Kim Belair is also credited in the game's end sequences, right, when the credits roll up, but on imdb.com, her name has, funnily enough, been removed completely. I can't imagine why. Oh, is that backlash I hear? Quite possibly. The same Kim Belair, by the way, who actually hates men. White men especially, despite the fact she's of mixed heritage as well, which includes white, funny enough. But yes, on the Sweet Baby Inc. website itself, have a look at the games they're so proud to have destroyed. And funny enough, I do not see either Reflector Entertainment or Bandai Namco on their list of clients. Now, unless I'm missing something, or unless one of these slogans is one of those studios in disguise, like the Transformers, then I have absolutely no idea what's going on there. Unknown 9, and this is the Reflector website, bringing the global cast of characters to life. And basically, when you break this game down to a T, it's a very diverse Indian woman taking down the white slave trader. That's what it's about, and I'll get to that point in a minute as well. I'm obviously overselling that last statement, but quite honestly, that's what it feels like. Now, Reflector Entertainment on their Twitter X page, it's not your average video game studio. We're diverse builders, crafting unique, interconnected, story-driven experiences that span multiple media platforms.
Merci de pouvoir travailler avec plein de talents. Ça me fait découvrir encore plus cette industrie.
And look, when you watch this video, they seem like a nice bunch of people, a different eclectic mixture. Is this dude wearing mascara? Xavier Facture!
Quelque chose de nouveau, un nouveau studio, un nouvel univers.
And having this promise of story, this infinite depth of story in all these different
It's a
products,
pronoun profound
it's
story.
Wonderful opportunity.
So meanwhile, this was going back to March, I believe. when Grum said, can't talk about Sweet Baby Inc. on Unknown 9 forums unless you make actual death threats. Then it's A-OK. Madness, I tell you. And Varadark retweeted this. SBI haters are obsessed. Stay mad. Imagine letting a consulting firm live rent-free in your head. You can stay mad and complaining about an imaginary enemy. I am 100% buying this game. I'm telling you, I'm buying it. I'm imagining this person is buying it from eBay because already an Awakening Unknown 9 Collector's Edition for PlayStation 5, brand new, it's a pre-sale, it's already been sold here for £150. Who on earth would spend their money buying this? What, in the hope of reselling it? It's not going to happen, bro. Now, on the official Instagram page for Reflector Entertainment, it's all dedicated to, of course, Unknown 9, The Awakening, because it's their very first video game. It's like your firstborn baby, right? You're so proud to show the he, her baby off, right? Okay, and when I say he, her baby, I mean their gender, not their assigned pronouns. Can you imagine that on a birth certificate? Albert Friend Winkle is also he, him in brackets. It ain't gonna happen. Rated Peggy 16. Let's have a play. Go on. In association loosely with Bandai Namco.
Directeur at Reflector Entertainment. I'm here to give you a sneak peek of what our upcoming action-adventure game Unknown 9 Awakening has to offer. Let's start with the game's prologue. Aruna and her mentor Reka are chasing Vincent and the assassin.
Yeah, by the way, she's actually in the fictionalized country of Kolkata or Calcutta. You could just say Calcutta, but the way they spelt it with a K just looks so ridiculous beyond belief. Haruna can use her peeking ability to evaluate the situation. Again, it's a very loose borrowing of the Assassin's Creed stealth mechanics when you sneak around. Wow, look at that. She's bringing down the man. I mean, what, this chick weighs about, what, 50 pounds? And as Smash JT said in his coverage of this video yesterday, taking down dudes way bigger than her. It's like, oh no, it's not one of these stupid things, is it? It really is. But now, if I come out of that and I scroll on down, get ready for absolute cringe, folks. It gets so much... Bushra! Unknown 9, this young LYS member has always been more comfortable with tech than with people. Gee, I wonder where I know that familiar scenario from. Consider her your guy in the chair, because if you watch the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies from 2017, who was his guy in the chair? It was Ned Leeds, wasn't it? Oh my goodness.
I'm looking at porn.
Except in his case, he was Asian and quite portly. Now we've got Afro Miss Caribbean right here, who looks about as really pleased to see you. She's probably thinking, you better not be a white person playing this video game, because we're sending out a message here, one of anti-patriarchy and cis-white gender problems in video games. Oh, here we go. Who's Luther? Meet Haruna's right-hand man, a spiritual gunslinger whose familiarity with 9 and resolve to thwart Vincent Lichter's plan will serve you well as you navigate Awakening's ascendant-ridden terrain. That's not the first time they used that phrase, by the way. And here's the enemy, Vincent. It's Haruna's #1 man, a former LYS member, so he obviously saw the wood for the trees, whose obsession with the deep fold and contempt for the Unknown 9 led him to found the Ascendant organization. Oh, how dare he do that? Vincent is the powerful and ruthless leader of the Ascendants, determined to free humanity from the Unknown 9's influence. He'll do anything to advance his cause. Well, as long as he doesn't have top surgery scars, then this guy's all right in my books. And yes, throughout the game, Haruna is taking down all these bad guys just to get to the bad cis white male right here. You can tell already this has got shades of Sweet Baby's stink all over it. Okay, they want to make diverse games. And this is another example of where they're going to cause a studio like Reflector Entertainment to start losing their jobs before Christmas. It's an awful sad thing because, again, when you look at the video for Reflector, they seem like a jolly bunch of nice guys and gals.
Something unique, this infinite depth of story. You can dive into it from any angle. It's something that I don't think any other studio can pull off.
Oh, hello.
What's the next thing coming?
My team is amazing. It's the best team. And everyone listens to everyone else. So everyone's opinion is really important. It's a really great place to work. There's this excitement, this idea that we can build a studio that represents us with,
Benji McDonald, the user interface champion over at Reflector Entertainment. Benji, what did they do to you, my friend? Oh my god. Well, as long as he's happy, and I couldn't find any information about him or her or they or them because he's rather quiet on social media. And yes, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, all the pushback against Sweet Baby Stink is justified. They have been accused of being in collusion with Vanguard and BlackRock because they go in and they deliberately infuse video games with certain ideologies just to keep the upscoring checks for equality, governance, and social who cares, okay? Because if you don't get that kind of money, that investment money from people like BlackRock and Vanguard, your game, your studio are doomed. I'm telling you, it's all blackmail and it's allowed to be gotten away with no intervention from government whatsoever. So if you enjoyed this video today, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure you leave a like below, smash that subscribe button, and if I were you, and if you were me, you might want to return for the next video.
There is so much more to this world than we know.
You have to force behaviors. And if you don't force behaviors, whether it's gender or race or just any way you want to say the composition of your team.